Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Jacksonville State's offense will get the first possession of the game. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Trying to get to it. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
Here's the fair catch, but there is a flag on the field. We might have to do this one again.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. He's going for the big play. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. We like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pop the draw. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, and he will be short of the 1st down. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David?
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground, and they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup, a lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Cole. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Little. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. He's got the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Makes the catch. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. A first down for the offense. He wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
The Gamecocks will line it up on first and 10. He's going to pass. Finds the tight end. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Look at the big fella doing work in the secondary, the big tight end, catching the ball, and he's just shooing these little DBs away. Get off me.
Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on first and 10. He's looking to throw it. It's complete to the right.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. A little screen to the running back. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on second and goal. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Yeah, and this offense, that's what they do. Last week he had 2 rushing touchdowns. They're going to feature him. They're going to get physical, especially inside the 5-yard line. You're going to feed this guy the football. This offense has had success in the past giving him the ball.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. right down the boulevard. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. On second down, will they go back to the ground game? To throw, it's Cole. Quick strike complete. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that one's incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the returner will be brought down. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. And the Gamecocks pick up the first down. That's a good spot on the field to go for it. Really, everything to gain and not much to lose.
Yeah, and most coaches discuss or know pregame warm-ups how far their kickers can kick it. Do I have a boot to even consider this? But I think you want to stay aggressive regardless and go try to get extra points.
The Gamecocks are on the move. Trying to find his man on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. And here comes the offense on second down. Power football with the run. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy today.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football, all eyes on him, and play physical.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And the offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Syracuse is currently ahead in this one, but I don't see Jim Brown or Ernie Davis or even Donovan McNabb out there. This team has struggled to pull away. They are up by 7 over Penn State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Cole. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Alabama pushing the tempo. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Running back goes in motion. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Dumps it off in the flats. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Line getting set on 2nd down. The running back has it. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. Back to pass, it's Cole. He's got it on the run. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to the end zone, and it's picked off. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning off.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're trying to get to it. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. 1st down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw for it. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Makes the catch. He's got enough. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Scanning the field, it's Cole. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. From the gun, running back gets the give. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Special teams coming through. As they pin them back, they'll mark it dead at the 10. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is harder.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
As an offense, you've got to know at this part of the field, deep in your own end, you have got to do a better job in pass pro if you're going to call a pass play at this juncture in the game. Not good enough.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football.
And the Gamecocks will boot it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
6 yards on the play. Third down coming up.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Cole. That's it, 5. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the returner goes down. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Got 6 success on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Gamecocks have this offense rolling. From the gun, the ground game. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 balls at the 18. Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Here's the handoff. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. 3rd down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. He'll set up to throw. Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Jacksonville State, 17. Alabama, 7.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Alabama offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Slips through the line. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. He'll start this drive firing. Finds his tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
That's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Gets it out fast. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
From the red zone, looking for a space. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red. Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking up the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have two left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking up the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Quickly complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets it out quickly. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack. Guys, Jacksonville State has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. They've built a cushion, they've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown Tide. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Fires to the right. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. He gets a block. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Here comes that Alabama offense. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel them.
He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Cole. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The offense set for a first down play. They go to the draw. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41. The offense lining up for a first down play. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Flips it out in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Hand off from the shotgun. At the 35, he's got room. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Cole. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bama! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, Dave. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Here comes the biggest drive for the defense, desperate to get a stop. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the Brain Trust will go to work. Give to the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down.
Oh no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Now the defense has got it and they're going the other way.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground and getting the football out, a little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
Going to try to get it himself. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a 1st down there in plus territory and now threatening to get the score. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Fires left. Got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Number 21.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. To the air, it's Cole. Got his man quickly. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Afterburners coming. The 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And in the final moments, they take
what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on, keep working on them, keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
That's going to do it for us.